Today's the second day of spring. We're going to be planting two varieties of blueberries, so stay tuned. Hi, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. We're going to be planting in blueberries today. I have two different varieties. This variety I'm holding in my hand right here is Duke. And we're going to place it right here in my garden bed. The raised beds that I planted are built around the perimeter of my yard to hold the fence posts up. This fence post I was able to cement into the ground. But because of the shallow rock, I had to place in some dirt. So this would be ideal location for blueberries because they like shallow soil, but it has to be well drained. And the soil has to be an acidic soil. They like a pH balance of between 4 and 5 on the pH level. So we're going to be prepping the soil with some mulch, preferably pine bark mulch. So I'm going to go up into the forest in my backyard and we're going to gather some mulch, and we're also going to gather some other ingredients for the soil to amend it and prepare for planting this blueberry. The other variety of blueberry I am going to be planting with the Duke is the Jersey. They recommend a different variety of blueberry for cross-pollination. Primarily, optimally, it would be 3 different breeds of blueberry for good growth, but I got picked up 2. My son was generous enough to purchase 2 blueberry bushes and a grape bush for our grapevine for me yesterday, so we're going to plant blueberries today. I have an area here where an old tree sat, and there's plenty of pine bark here, so we'll just go ahead and grab some of this stuff and amend that garden with it. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Leaf humus is another good one for the mulch. Oh, that's wonderful. What it's looking for is a good humus, because your plant is going to love that humus to get started. Here's another bucket. I've got many spots like this out here on my forest floor. Let's go find another one. Here's another resource right around this old tree that's rotten. Look at that humus. Look at that. That's wonderful stuff. Okay, I think I got enough for the 2 plants, so let's go back and plant them. Now you don't want to pull your plant out, you just want to tip it upside down and loosen the roots a little bit, set it down in there and mulch it in. Firm the mulch down. And then my drip irrigation, well, they'll be set up this summer, and I'll have them timed so these things will get plenty of water. These little critters like lots of water. Okay, let's go on to the other one. Okay. Loosen up those roots a little bit so they'll spread out. Yes. And it's optimal to have these in a little bit of a mound. Okay. The things you don't want to put in your soil to amend your soil is like a potassium, calcium product, eggshells, bone meal, things like that. Coffee grounds are okay because they have that acidic base, so it helps amend your soil. So I'll be putting some coffee grounds in with that also. Another good thing to put in there is like an apple cider vinegar dilution with water. So it's 1 cup of apple cider vinegar or white vinegar to 8 cups of water, and then you water it in. So that's a nice acid to get that acidity for your plants to give them a good chance of growth. Okay, the time to plant blueberry bushes are late winter or early spring. This is the second day of spring, so it's optimal for planting blueberries here in the Pacific Northwest. They'll require about 1 to 2 inches of water weekly. You want to keep the mulch moist, and these plants love mulch, so we'll be mulching throughout the year, especially when we get into dry summer months. We'll make sure we have plenty of moisture and mulch around them, plus I'll have my drip irrigation line going. These are acid loving plants, so you want to get one of those pH kits from your local co-op or garden store, and you can test your soil with that and try to get some amendments to maintain that pH level. I think vinegar and water would suffice. And coffee grounds, you can implement coffee grounds to that. You don't need to prune these bushes for the first 4 years of life. When they start fruiting or blooming, pick all but maybe about 5 or 6 blooms. Leave 5 or 6 blooms on the plants when they're being established in their first year. That way all the energy goes down to establishing a root system instead of going up and trying to create fruit for the plant. So we've been planting blueberries today. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I want to thank you for joining me on this adventure. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.